My name is Iris. Today I'm going to tell you how mental health is important for global sustainability. Let's start with the Sustainable Development Goals that relates to mental health. Let's begin with Wsdg 3, good health and well-being. Basically, enjoying life promotes well-being to all ages, including physical and mental. Mental health is the core part of an overall health. Without good mental well-being, people can't study, work, or even contribute meaningfully to the society. They may be drained, stressed out, or even have any mental illnesses that stops them from being motivated to do activities. I will help raise awareness around the globe so people know health isn't just physical, like fighting disease, but also mentally and psychologically. In addition, Wsdg 4, which is quality education, provides inclusive and equal education, even offering lifelong learning activities. Students with stronger mental health can concentrate even better because they know which one is not important and which one are important, such as their studies. Plus, students that can manage their stress very well can even reach their full potential, since they are very motivated to do school activities. Teachers can help raise schools that promotes well-being. They can do this by showing a positive outlook that students can follow after. Overall, this reduces bullying and dropouts. This definitely creates a more sustainable education system. Furthermore, Wsdg 5, which is gender equality, determining the achievement of equality between men and women. Women and girls often face gender-based violence, discrimination, and cultural expectations, which all links up to mental health struggles. If each party can prioritize mental health, then we can help teach the younger generations to empower these struggles with confidence, resilience, and equal opportunities. Moreover, Wsdg 8, which is decent work and economic growth, which focuses on promoting sustained economic growth, full employment, and decent work for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, poor mental health leads to burnout and lower productivity. How are we ever going to contribute to society without mental motivation? Companies should start supporting mental well-being at work to boost sustainable economies. Besides that, mental health also interlinks to Wsdg 10, reduce inequalities. Fairness and inclusion is promoted through this. People with mental illnesses are often stigmatized or excluded. They may have mental illnesses that leads them to isolate themselves as a result to avoid judgment from society. This is why we should start prioritizing mental health. If the world starts to address this, societies can start becoming more inclusive and compassionate. Did you know empathy is one of the key points that help in curing mental health? Empathy bridges inequalities. Let us start treating mental health as a universal right, not a privilege. Next, in Wsdg 11, which is sustainable cities and communities. Communities must prioritize mental health to create a safer, more resilient, and a much supportive environment. Safer areas boost happiness and positivity to everyone. For instance, urban green spaces reduce stress. They also encourage you to have more social bonding. Finally, Wsdg 13, as in climate action, suggesting and taking urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. Climate anxiety is real. It affects people much more than we realize. We should provide mental health support for everyone, especially to the ones who need it. This helps turn fear into action not paralysis. By the way, mental resilience fuels sustainable behavior. Young generations bear the emotional burden of climate change. Supporting their mental health can help to ensure their growth into leaders who can take bold, sustainable actions. Remember, caring for the planet also means caring for our minds. Indulging from another perspective, sustainability is holistic. You can't achieve lasting development if people are mentally unwell. Mental health awareness fights stigma globally, making societies more empathetic and inclusive. If we take mental health into consideration, it can actually start create real world impacts. Improve schools outcomes can create skilled future workforce, strengthen communities, help the world since there are less crimes and more social trust. Good mental health drives eco-conscious behavior. Eco-conscious behavior builds more sustainable consumption. Mental health doesn't just fit into one sustainable development goal. It underpins almost all of them. It may empathize with SDG 3 the most.
Hello, mental health also connect with educations, equality, economy, climate, and also the community. Without prioritizing mental well-being, global sustainable goals can't fully be achieved. When minds are healthy, community grows stronger, people feel safe and supported and understood. This helps them to learn better, work smarter, live kinder, and act braver.
So, let us stop seeing mental health as a side issue. Let's recognize it as human progression and global sustainability. Theme of a greener, a fairer, a more peaceful world starts with how we care for the human mind.